All right, so today we'll be talking about something that I learned, and that's actually marketing. I mean, well, a s- I guess a subset of marketing, like uh, a process, really. Refining a process is what I'm going to be sharing today. Like, there's a process from point A to point B, where or like point A to point C, because like there are three steps. So essentially, the first one is really building your brand. The most foundational level is really building a brand. Second is then going to marketing, and then third is the system. So really brand, market, system. So what does it entail? So if you have a good brand, it's gonna be easy to market. You know what to market. You have a general feel of what your target audience is based on your brand, and then having the system is basically scaling it. So be able to scale it, get to sell more through a better system. So essentially that's really the case. And when I look at it thoroughly, right, that's something that we made a mistake with Nemexo, particularly, wherein we were we did actually the opposite. We had a good system, then we went to marketing, and we like skipped out brand basically. And now, it goes back, or I mean, we did brand, like we had an idea of what we want to be, but we didn't really put it too much onto context. So what am I trying to say here? You know, have a persona of who you're trying to sell this to, not just an idea, but target market. You really have a persona. His name, be as specific as you can be. And then, I guess brand model key, something important as well. What else? It's really fundamentally knowing who your target market is, and then and building your company from there, or who your target person is, then building it from there. And then I think I'm missing something. This is like a this is what we call a brand test. Was it a brand result? There's a brand test basically, a test wherein to check how is your brand doing. There's a test for that, and yeah. So you want to look at that test as well to review your brand if your brand is a-okay, and then um you know when you start moving forward, um then you can go to marketing, and then can you go to like building up your system, and it'll just follow through. But really, just key takeaway is really just a good brand. So that's something that Nemix had a really hard time doing, like I said. And it took us 2 months, and it's still a lot of time. But if we've learned this earlier, if we really implemented too hard earlier, then maybe it could have been a different story. So for people who are going to be starting their brand or starting their companies, really focus on the brand. And I think it's really important. And then I guess read also the book Lean Startup by Eric Ries. It really tells you how you should run a startup. Just really run a company even. And then it gives you a paradigm of what a startup is. Startup isn't just a whole thing, like there's stuff wherein it's already built, it's already big, but there's still startups within that big company. So, or within this, say a whole tree, right? Whole tree with these branches. Each branch, each smaller branch could be a startup, honestly. If what I'm trying to say, like the whole thing could be structured like Facebook is already a big thing, right? Facebook could have like a new app, a new feature, or like yeah, a new feature inside Facebook, and that could be considered a startup. So really, startup is just doing something with heavy or big uncertainty. Trying to make something possible, and really, in essence, innovating. A lot of uncertainty, but hey, it's where to go. And it shows you really an approach. I mean, I'm not yet done with the book really, but it shows you a really good approach on how you would solve, and how you would proceed with your own startup. So yeah, it's throwing out there. So to anybody who's watching, I hope you guys picked up something. I mean, I know there's like vlogs just for myself, but the more you teach it, the more you get to understand it, right? So essentially, I'm teaching you guys, which then teaches back to me. It's a learning method. You guys will pick it up, but for you to understand things better, you have to really teach it. So hence, teach. So good luck, guys, with your whatever journey you guys may have in all your businesses. Or if you guys were just watching for fun, then hello. Yeah. Oh yeah, place that thing above my head so that, you guys would listen. Attention span seeking things. Yeah. Thanks.